Now, you're wondering if Plankton the movie was any good. This better than the last film that Netflix showed up on their own platform. No, it's a little bit better, but yet it's still kind of boring because they want to make an idea of Plankton, his origins, why is he evil, why Karen kicked him out, how or why he assists with the Krabby Patty formula. Even that, the show kind of explain themselves. They sort of retcon a lot of things. But besides that, this film did not deliver, especially that you have high hopes the very beginning of the film, because the very beginning I wasn't expecting two things. One, it was a musical. I was surprised about that. Two, the first song was actually kind of charming, especially Tom Kenny playing SpongeBob. He landed the song. He is the happy moment. He is what trying to sell this brand. SpongeBob's sort of charm, sort of happiness, sort of gullibility. It almost was completely there. After the song, everything went down. I mean, nothing really fully landed. Was sort of kind of interesting, a couple of laughs, but it didn't really hold up. You almost feel they have a few good ideas to make an episode, instead decide to stretch it out for the full movie. Of course, I continue on my review of this. My name is Rachel. I like to talk about animation, not just animation, the reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, and sometimes, if I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. Of course, you like how it's going, you like to help my channel, put a like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only thing you need to do. If not, that's fine. We do. Thank you. Because of you, I'm getting close to my main goal of 2,000 subscribers. And yes, I'm getting close every single day because of people like you. People who like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's continue of the review of Plankton, the movie. Now, somehow, some way, the SpongeBob movie almost have like a curse now, whereas they're not allowed to make a good SpongeBob film. They can make an okay movie, and that's the best way they can do it. But all of that, none of them really that good, only for the first one. And Plankton is no different because they have tried. They really tried to make this film work. In fact, the very beginning, they have something here, but they kind of dropped the ball because it almost felt this whole movie was kind of stretched out longer than it actually has. It's almost like an hour and 30 minutes, and I feel it cut it down to maybe an hour because there have a lot of moments of this film feels they trying to make joke after joke, but nothing really is moving. It doesn't feel it's moving the plot, especially SpongeBob. I think one of the big example is SpongeBob and Plankton is sort of stuck in the basement and try to figure out a new device and figure out why Karen became sort of evil or doesn't care about Plankton anymore. And they just stretched out like good 5 minutes that SpongeBob touching things and Plankton said stop touching stuff. And that is just sort of one of the biggest problems of this film. It just feels they just don't know what to do. They decide to put a musical, none of the songs actually works, and stretch out along jokes that even is not really funny. At least to me the first time it was kind of funny, but the more they keep going, the more like feel more frustrating to actually watching it. And this is sort of the issue about this film. Now, what is this story of Plankton the movie? Well, it's all about Karen taking over. Karen got tired of Plankton. He answers this question: why Karen stuck with Plankton all this time, and how in Plankton sort of meant, and how Karen sort of became this sort of evil being, and how show Plankton what went wrong, what went wrong with the relationship, and help him figure out to especially trust once again Karen to unite back together to stop this sort of evil plan destroying the Bikini Bottom. And that's sort of all the questions they attempted to answer all this film. But the only problem is they did answer that in the TV series. If you're a hardcore fan or was there at the very beginning, you know all these answers. They basically retcon every single thing just to make this film work. And even that, it wasn't successful, at least to me, because none of it really feels that interesting. The only thing is sort of interesting is sort of the first music and some of the animation, because the animation is a normal CGI, but they start with the music. Some of the music moments, they have 2D animation. You have one that sort of feels trippy, another one feels sort of black and white animation. You have moments of, whoa, that is very creative. They actually cared enough to make this semi work, but it didn't. I think because they didn't have a good enough songs for each single scene, because this is a musical, and SpongeBob does have a few musicals. All of them are not really that good, except for one, the live action version of it that was sort of praised about everyone else, and people recommend watch the musical of SpongeBob in theaters because it was legitimately good. That's the only good song SpongeBob actually made. Anything else, not really. Not even this film completely fails to understand what a musical could be. This is feels someone who barely understands or was forced to write a musical, even they have no fully grasp of it. It feels like they have a few good ideas, but the higher ups wanted to continue on and was forced to actually finish it, even that it wasn't really that good, except for one song, the beginning song of Welcome to Bikini Bottom, and that's it. Everything else is just sort of kind of frustrating because it did have a little potential, but you couldn't actually realize after a couple of minutes this should be like a 10-minute episode, maybe a 20-minute episode, and that's it, because an hour and a half was way too long. It's almost like, what was the idea? What was the whole point of making this an hour and a half? I feel they can condense it to an hour, especially how much they forced the jokes on this film, because I feel you can condense it at least a minimum to an hour or 45 minutes. At least 45 minutes, I feel you hit every single joke, every single point, and the pacing will not suffer, but yet you don't believe this was sort of fully mediocre, because at the very end it is mediocre, but you can't see they actually did care. You do see the writers, the voice actor, the animators trying to deliver something here, but it's nothing there to deliver. In other words, it's almost like the company forced everybody to make this project, and that's just kind of sad, because that's basically now SpongeBob forcing to make content that even that have no idea what to do anymore, because the whole franchise is technically a zombie franchise that has nothing to give anymore, just crap after crap, and that's it. Yeah, I don't want to be negative here. I'm trying to be positive. The only thing is sort of surprising is the musical aspect. The first one song, a good song, and Karen actually has friends outside of Plankton, would be Mr. Puff, Sandy Cheeks, and Krabs' daughter. All they hang out with Karen. That was sort of surprise, and their own little friend group, and that's basically it. I mean, it's not much to say. They're 100% sure some people will still make videos angry about this. This is terrible. Why? It's okay, I guess, and something I do not recommend. Avoid it all possible. Only you have some kids who actually really love SpongeBob and consume anything, even if it's terrible, I guess this is for them. But other than that, I can't say much. I don't know you, how you felt about this. Do you hate it? Do you like it? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.